I'm going to actually read the blurb on the back. Nearly 20 years ago, after a casual yes, why not, Jane and Alice moved from sofas and central heating to a ruin in the Czech Republic with no electricity or water or weasel-free space to speak. The spirit of the space was then, and is still, long after her death, a Goose Woman. She weaves in and out of these poems, connecting the place to the poet's roots in the west of Ireland. She is here as they build, transform, make a home. She's there as they get older, become grandparents, and she's mostly quiet, only the occasional cackle. So Alice has requested the first poem, which I'm going to read.
You can all laugh.
Sun on the Uisdets Road. There's a centipede resting in the middle of the tarmac, red and black and gorgeous, enjoying the heat through each hair of 100 delighted feet, ignoring the woman who stares at the cool ditch, dithering about shifting it to safety, away from its moment. So, some of you have heard me witter romantically about Slabsy, and so I'm now telling the truth. I am Slabsy. I am Slabsy, and I have 730 inhabitants who all go to Croatia in August or stay in their gardens and eat cucumbers. My one road needs resurfacing, my river is a kilometre away, and massages are available in my town hall, actually the castle, every Monday. I will call my country music festival a secret and put posters everywhere, even in public hall. Oh, there you are. I am Slabsy and do not trust anyone from Spinajov. Each of my houses has crystal looted from the castle and a linen napkin. All residents are called Novak, and only 30 of them go to the flower show in the Kulturny Dom. 29 of those put their lupins in for the competition. 0.1% are drug dealers and 30% are having an affair. The mayor is always occupied. All my voters are communist and voted for Babish, right wing, except Mr. Novak, and we are proud of it. If you want any soil or gravel or sand, contact my deputy mayor on a Tuesday, and he or his son will turn up on Friday week. My river has many trilobites, my forests many mushrooms. The mill by the Slabetsky stream has bullet holes and is falling down. A Kalashnikov killed a woman, her child and her lover, so we did not go there. It's haunted, and the nettles are nose high. I did have a pub, I had two, but now we sit at home with Star Praman from Tesco. My street goes from the Carpenter's Three Walls past the Tree Man as far as the used car collector on the roads to Uisdets, avoiding the lake that the mayor says is not my responsibility. I could go on, but I'm a quiet place with little conversation. I might look surly, but check my newsletter. It's often delightful. Deaths, marriages, firemen get-togethers, plus dates of the annual ball held every second month. So the Goose Woman was an incredibly miserable, surly, bad-tempered neighbour, and we eventually, when she died, we bought her cottage. So we put visitors into our smart converted ruin in with the weasels, and we live with the in the little Goose Woman's.
That's us.
So increasingly over the years, I naturally identified with her. And there are poems here called On Not Wanting Grandmothers or On Not Wanting a Grandchild. But I've chosen one that's slightly more positive. The Goose Woman considers. She leaves her turquoise costume on a hook above the stove, takes Rizzlers, a book, her shag tobacco, goes outside, settles in the waist-high grass. Unfettered by stays, she tucks her feet to her lap, like the Mahatmas, naked save her hat, a black affair with net and lace. She rubs resin into tobacco on the paper, flicks away fluff, dandelion clocks, licks joins with the tip of her tongue, lops off the ends, adds to her hoard. He comes to her silently, his rose aroma the same. All her roll-ups are lost. It's terribly sad. So, we were in a car accident and they took our IDs. And the police said that Alish's ID belonged to someone called Fyodorovich Potutkin, who had not only Alish's address, but his ID number. So basically Alish didn't exist, which was a shock. According to the police, confirmed by the Ministry of the Interior, Fyodorovich Potutkin lives in this flat, has your identity, is on his way. Does he also have a square, solid head that pushed from your slight and slender mother? Did he tease her and eat all the blueberries? Your European ennui must pack its bag and leave. In its place the steps, growl of priests, belligerent bears. The flat will smell of revenge and Klabaski. There'll be vodka for breakfast and random violence. But didn't you like vodka for breakfast? He'll come and snore on the sofa, still holding his beer, having left his boots in the fridge. But don't you hang your boots over the stove. If Fyodorovich is you, who am I? Ivana Potutkin. If so, I've skidded into the ditch to leave that brat bulk of a woman with mop, buckets and corsets, who eats book tea all day. Once she had blonde extensions, pearly pink nails. Now her grandchildren sulk at summer camp and chase old men up trees. Fyodorovich has been paying your bills. He is waiting downstairs. So this is a 1 minute warning because the penultimate poem is a Brexit poem. Alish and I are now half the year in London, and on my desk here there's a sugar bowl from my grandmother's house in Mayo. And I realised as soon as I got to Slabsy it was terribly familiar, and it's exactly like my grandmother's village stroke town in Mayo, which is fairly bleak too. So the present goulash of disaster has meant people flailing around looking for new identities. So I've sent off my Irish passport. Arklow sugar bowl. The china is crazed, the gold scratched, sugar grains hardened, encrusted. Even the teaspoon is coated with white. I thought I'd waltz in here. She's home at last. They ignore me. No one is warming the pot, no one needs sugar. I say who I am, but no one allows my romance about speeding away. They suggest I was pushed. They're tapping Guinness, slicing ham, packing tea, surviving the life they want to escape from. Don't give more than a casual fig about me. So finally, this is about leaving Slavsy, which we do every autumn. Some quicker than others. Leaving Slavsy. I've let the stove go out. You want to stay all winter. After coffee, we'll leave this freezing house. A bird slams against the glass door, lies stunned on the red tiles we laid last spring. Not a shudder in its blue-grey, sudden still body. So fast, that solid thump of muscle aimed at us. Last June, a nuthatch knocked itself unconscious against the loft window, dropped to wild grass, then plunging its claws into your broad, earth-stained fingers, wedded itself, buried in, then sleepily recovered to life, refused to leave, assessed, relaxed, appreciative, its post-shock landscape. You say, this feathered death is a starling. I disagree, double-check locks, while you go to bury the mess. Do not say where. Looking back at me with a query, as if I'd sent the bird, like a stone from your catapult, that should have flown smooth, but gave a shudder, a pause. Thank you.